Good morning, all of you. I am Suresh, lecturer in mathematics. Students, we are discussing the topic theory of equations. Yesterday, we have discussed the problem based on the concept as well as the problem based on how to divide a polynomial by using quadratic expression which is either reducible or irreducible. If it is a reducible, then it becomes a linear. Then we know how to divide the polynomial by using Harness synthetic division for linear, means x minus a, x minus b, like this. But yesterday we have discussed linear as well as quadratic also. Linear as well as quadratic also. Now we will do solve the equation by using quadratic polynomial. See one problem. Solve the equation x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 11x square minus 10x plus 2 equal to 0. Given that 2 plus root 3 is a root of the equation. It was given 2 plus root 3 is the root of the equation x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 11x square minus 10x plus 2 equal to 0. It is a biquadratic equation, fourth degree polynomial. It has totally how many roots, Nana? Total 4 roots. It has 4 roots. From that 4 roots, he was given that one of the root is 2 plus root 3. By using this root, you have to calculate the remaining roots of this biquadratic equation. The remaining roots of this biquadratic equation. Solve the equation means, solve means we have to find the roots of the equation, means we have to find the values of x. Here it is a fourth degree polynomial, therefore it has totally 4 roots. In that he was given one root. But see, the given one root is irrational root or not, which is a third, which is irrational root, 2 plus root 3, which is in the form of a plus root b. Whenever the root is irrational or an imaginary root, always they occurred as conjugate pairs or not. They occurred as pairwise, the roots will come. In which case, if the root is irrational or if the root is an imaginary, means if it is a complex number or if it is a surd. Therefore, a plus root b is a surd which is an irrational root, therefore its conjugate automatically 2 minus root 3 is also the root of this equation, is also the root of this equation. Therefore, here he was not given not only a one root, he was given 2 roots of this biquadratic equation, means out of the 4 roots he was given 2 roots, means we have to calculate 2 more roots. Then how to calculate the 2 more roots? Now we will see the procedure. Let the given equation is can be taken as f of x is equal to x power 4 minus 6x cube plus 11x square minus 10x plus 2 equal to 0. Given that 2 plus root 3 is a root of f of x equal to 0. Given that 2 plus root 3 is a root of f of x equal to 0. For this, we have to actually solve this equation. We should get the 4 roots. In that, one root is given. Therefore, it's a conjugate. Why? Because it is irrational. Therefore, conjugate is also the root always. 2 minus root 3 is also the root of f of x is equal to 0. 2 plus root 3 is a root of f of x equal to 0. Then 2 minus root 3 is also the root of f of x equal to 0. Why? Because these two are conjugate to each other. Now, out of the 4 roots, we got now 2 roots. By using these 2 roots, we will get a quadratic equation or not? We will get a quadratic equation. Let I am taking alpha is equal to 2 plus root 3 and beta is equal to 2 minus root 3, right? Sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Alpha plus beta is equal to 4. Product of the roots alpha beta is equal to 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, 4 minus root 3 whole square root to cancel. Therefore, alpha beta is equal to what, Nana? 4 minus 3, that is 1, product of the roots. Therefore, the equation whose roots are alpha and beta is x square, the quadratic equation, minus sum of the roots alpha plus beta into x, or otherwise you can write like this also, x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0, x square minus, if we multiply this, we will get alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, that becomes x square minus sum of the roots we got it as 4, therefore it is 4x, and product of the roots we got it as 1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation which formed by the roots 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. If x is equal to alpha is the root, then x minus alpha is the factor of f of x equal to 0 or not. Already we have discussed in the previous classes. If x is equal to beta is a root, then x minus beta is also the factor. Then x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors. Then the product is also the factor of one of the factor of f of x equal to 0. Therefore, x minus alpha into x minus beta is nothing but what we got, x square minus 4x plus 1 is also one of the factor of this f of x equal to 0. Nothing but what? Factor means it divides the polynomial. It divides the polynomial. Therefore, x square minus, we got here the quadratic equation is x square minus 4x plus 1. X square minus 4x plus 1 is one of the factors of f of x equal to 0, is one of the factors of f of x equal to 0. Now use Horner's synthetic division. Therefore, by synthetic division, we will find the other factor. We will find the other factor by synthetic division. Now apply the synthetic division by quadratic expression. It is in the form of x square, ax square plus bx plus c form. Therefore, yesterday we have discussed, in the last class we have discussed how to divide the polynomial f of x by a quadratic expression, x square minus ax minus b. It should be in the form of x square minus ax minus b. First row we will write the coefficients of the polynomial. Coefficients of the polynomial. First row, x power 4 coefficient, that is 1, x cube minus 6, x square 11. We should write very carefully. If any plus minus or any number is missed, then we will lose the total answer. X coefficient, that is minus 10, and constant is 2. Okay. Now on the second row, the first and the last two elements must be 0. Then the third row, we should put the first two elements are zeros. The first two elements are zeros, and the quadratic should be in the form of x square minus ax minus b form. X square minus ax minus b form. It is x square minus 4x plus 1. X square minus 4x plus 1. Here Therefore, we will get a is equal to 4, but b value is what, Nana? Minus 1. X square minus ax minus b, the standard form of the quadratic which divides the polynomial f of x equal to 0 should be in the form of x square minus ax minus b, but we have the equation is x square minus 4x plus 1. Therefore, comparing these two, we will get the value of a, that is the coefficient of x, that is 4, and constant here minus b, here 1 is there, that's why b value is minus 1. Now, at the second row, we have to write the value of a, that is 4, and on the third row we have to write the value of b, that is minus 1. Now find out. Okay, addition 1 into a. Why? Because we have to write this place, no, therefore this is the second row position, that's why we have to write this resultant with a. 1 into 4. Okay, are you getting? 1 into 4, that is 4. Minus 6 plus 4, minus 2. Now we require this position. Minus 2 into 4, minus 8. Now we require the third row position, that's why minus 2 into 4 we got minus 8. Now minus 2 preceding value is 1. 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1. 11 minus 8 minus 1, this is minus 9. 11 minus 9, that is nothing but 2. 2 into 4, this is 8. 2 preceding is minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 1, that is plus 2. Minus 1 plus 10. Minus 10 plus 10, that is 0. 0 into 4, 0. Why? Because it is a factor. X square minus 4x plus 1 is a factor. From where it formed? From the roots. X is equal to alpha and x is equal to beta. We got this factor. Therefore, it is a factor of the polynomial f of x equal to 0. That's why we are taking this value as 0. Even if you not take also, you will get 0 into something, always 0. Next, 2 into minus 1, minus 2, minus 2 plus 2, that is also 0. The last two numbers indicates remainder for quadratic division. Last two places. Quadratic means why? Because we are dividing with the power 2 polynomial. If we are dividing with a linear polynomial, then the last number becomes the remainder. But we are dividing with a quadratic polynomial, that's why the last two, quadratic means the power 2, last two places are the remainder. Therefore, this is a remainder and this is a quotient. Okay. Therefore, f of x can be expressed as f of x equal to 0 can be expressed as product of the factors. The first factor is x square minus 4x plus 1. X square minus 4x plus 1. This is the first factor. By dividing with this one, we got the quotient is this one. This is the second factor. As the remainder is 0, now comes from here constant x square. X square minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. F of x means given polynomial x to the power of 4 minus 6x cube plus 11x square minus 10x plus 2 equal to 0 can be expressed as the product of the factors. Which one is divided? This one divides the polynomial f of x equal to 0. Then we got this is as a quotient. Therefore, product of the factors f of x by g of x can be expressed as q of x plus r of x by g of x. That is this one. Now, x square minus 4x plus 1 is the first factor. Now, here we got the second factor is x square minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. X square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. And x square minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Its roots are x is equal to 2 plus or minus root 3. Why? Because already by taking alpha equal to 2 plus root 3 and beta equal to 2 minus root 3, we got the equation x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, if we solve this one again, we will get its roots are 2 plus or minus root 3. Okay, no need to solve this one. Now we have to solve this part only. Now we have to find the roots of this quadratic equation. X is equal to minus b plus or minus form. Why? Because here factors are not possible. Factorization is not possible. That's why we are going to the formula minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Therefore, minus b minus of minus 2 plus or minus minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 2 whole square minus 4 AC, x square coefficient. C is constant divided by 2A 1. Okay, minus of minus, plus 2 plus or minus under root minus 2 whole square, that is 4 minus 8, 4 2s are divided by 2. Now x is equal to 2 plus or minus root 4 minus 8 minus 4 divided by 2. 2 plus or minus root 4 is nothing but we know that is 2. Okay, and root minus 1, root of negative value, root of minus 1 is nothing but I divided by 2. If you take 2 common, 2 of 1 plus or minus I divided by 2, 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, x is equal to 1 plus or minus I, means 1 plus I, 1 minus I. From this we got 2 roots, and here we have 2 roots. Therefore, totally 4 roots. It is a biquadratic equation, no, x power 4. Therefore, the total roots are 4. Therefore, the roots of the given equation f of x equal to 0 are 2 plus or minus root 3 comma 1 plus or minus I. See, what is the main thing in this problem is solve this biquadratic equation. He gave only one root. In previous classes, if the roots are in AP, then we have taken A minus D, A plus D are the roots. If the roots are in GP, then we have taken A by R, AR are the roots. If the roots are in HP, then we have changed the equation x by 1 by x. Then the roots comes into AP, then we consider the roots are A minus D, A plus D are the roots. And whenever the product of the roots is given or one of the root is given, if the roots are equal, if one root is equal to sum of the remaining, half the sum of the remaining two roots, means according to that condition, so we did the problems. Here also one of the root of the polynomial is given, but that one of the root is an irrational root. Therefore, always irrational roots occurred as conjugate pairs. Imaginary roots are also occurred as conjugate pairs. That's why 2 plus root 3 is one root. Then we have considered 2 minus root 3 is the other root. That is a very, very important point here. If a plus root b is one root, then you have to take a minus root b is the another root. With that roots, we got a quadratic factor. This is the factor of this polynomial f of x. Then we use synthetic division by quadratic factor. If it is in the form of x square minus ax minus b, then we compare the values. Then we used the synthetic division by using quadratic factor. We got the value, product of the factors is, this is a factor. Then by dividing this factor, this polynomial f of x equal to 0 becomes x square minus 4x plus 1 into x square minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Already we know the roots of this quadratic equation. Then we have calculated the roots of this quadratic equation as 1 plus or minus I. Therefore, finally it has the total 4 roots. The roots are 2 plus or minus root 3 and 1 plus or minus I. Now we'll see one more problem which is different from the previous one. Same model, but there we used the irrational root. Here we'll go with the imaginary root, but imaginary is also not given directly. Once you see the problem, solve the equation x power 4 plus 2x square minus 16x plus 77 equal to 0. It is a biquadratic equation. Solve the equation means we should get the values of x. How many values of x will get here? 4 roots. Why? Because it is a biquadratic equation, power 4. Therefore, it has 4 roots. In that 4 roots, how to get the 4 roots? He was given the condition is minus 2 plus root minus 7 is a root of the equation. Minus 2 minus root 7. Root of negative value is an imaginary number or not? Means directly he was not given minus 2 plus I root 7 is a root. Minus 2 plus I root 7 is a root. If he was given directly, then we can go with that concept. But here direct imaginary was not mentioned, but according to the condition root of minus 7, root of minus negative value, it becomes an imaginary number, it becomes an imaginary number. That's what important here. By using that imaginary root, now we have to find the value of x, values of x. Let the given equation is f of x is equal to x power 4 plus 2x square minus 16x plus 77 is equal to 0. Given that minus 2 plus root minus 7 is 1 root of f of x equal to 0. Minus 2 plus root minus 7 is 1 root of f of x equal to 0 means that is minus 2 plus I root 7 or not. Root minus 1 into 7, that is root minus 1 into root 7. Root minus 1 is nothing but I. Root minus 2 plus I root 7 is equal to alpha is the root. F of x equal to 0. I am taking this one as alpha. Therefore, it is in the form of a plus ib, no? It is in the form of a plus ib. If a plus ib, which is an imaginary root, imaginary roots are occurred as conjugate pairs. Therefore, a plus ib is 1 root, then automatically its conjugate. What is its conjugate? A minus ib is the other root. Therefore, beta is equal to minus 2. Conjugation. In conjugation, only the sign of the imaginary part changes. There is no change in the real part. There is no change in the sign of the real part. Means this is a real part and this is an imaginary part. Only the coefficient means the sign of I will change. There is no change in the real part. That is minus 2 as it is. Therefore, minus 2 minus I root 7 is also the root of f of x equal to 0. Now, as usual, like previous problem, therefore sum of the roots you calculate. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus 2 plus I root 7 plus, already minus is there, minus 2 minus I root 7 plus I root 7 minus I root 7 gets cancelled. This is minus 4. That is the value of alpha plus beta. And go for product of the roots. Alpha into beta is equal to, product of the roots alpha beta equal to minus 2 plus I root 7 into minus 2 minus I root 7, a plus ib into a minus ib, that is nothing but a square plus b square or not. Already we have discussed in complex numbers. A plus ib into a minus ib, that is a square plus b square, or otherwise if you go with a plus b into a minus b, then we have to take a square minus b square, but in place of b you have to write I into root 7 whole square. That's why I square value is minus 1. Then in between already minus is there, minus minus it becomes a plus. Same value you will get. Minus 2 whole square, that is 4, plus 7, its value is 11, that is the value of alpha beta. Now we have the two roots of alpha and beta. With these roots we can find a quadratic equation. Therefore, the equation whose roots are alpha comma beta is, I am writing x square minus sum of the roots alpha plus beta into x plus product of the roots alpha beta is equal to 0. Now replace their values, x square minus sum of the roots alpha plus beta equal to, we got it as minus 4 into x, product of the roots we got it as 11 is equal to 0. Therefore, it is x square plus 4x plus 11 is equal to 0 is the quadratic equation which is formed by the roots alpha is equal to minus 2 plus I root 7 and beta is equal to minus 2 minus I root 7. We got the quadratic equation. Now, this quadratic equation is formed by the roots. Therefore, x is equal to alpha is the root, then x minus alpha is the factor of f of x equal to 0, and x is equal to beta, x minus beta is also the factor. The product of these two factors, again the factor of the given polynomial f of x equal to 0. Therefore, the product of these two factors is nothing but x square plus 4x plus 11 or not. Therefore, this is the one of the factor of the given equation f of x equal to 0. Therefore, x square plus 4x plus 11 is one of the factors of f of x equal to 0. If it is a factor of f of x equal to 0, then it divides the given polynomial f of x equal to 0. That's why now we are going to divide by using synthetic division. By harness synthetic division, now we are going to find the other factor by using harness synthetic division. To do harness division, first row we have to write the coefficients of the polynomial. X power 4 coefficient is 1, x square coefficient is 2. Then we should come with actually after x power 4 we should go for x cube. Here x square is given. Therefore, we have to take x cube coefficient is 0. X power 4, then x cube, then x square. Then x square coefficient is 2. X is minus 16 and constant is 77. See, x power 4, x cube, x square, x constant. It is very important. We should be very careful while writing the coefficients also. Why? Because we have to come in the order highest to polynomial to constant. If any power is missed in the given polynomial equation, we have to take that coefficient as 0. Here the coefficient of x cube is not appear, no. That's why we have to take the coefficient of x cube is 0. If we forget to take x cube coefficient as 0, then automatically the answer will be changed. We will get a wrong answer. Okay, that is the main thing in this. Now we have expressed the coefficients here in the first row, and the second row, first and the last the two elements are zeros, and in the third row, first two numbers are zeros. First two numbers are 0 in the third row. First and last elements are 0 in the second row, and first row is a coefficients row. Okay. In linear only we will get 2 rows. In quadratic division we will get total 3 rows. Out of the 3 rows, the first one is the coefficients row, and the second one is first to last zeros, and third row we will take first two are zeros. Now at second row position we have to write the value of A. Third row we have to write the value of B. But from where we will get that values? To write these A and B values, the expression should be x square plus 4x plus 11 we have. It should be in the form of x square minus ax minus b. It should be in the form of what, Nana? X square minus ax minus b. By comparing this, we will get a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to minus 11. That is, a is equal to minus 4 and b value is minus 11. Now go for the division. 1 into minus 4, that is minus 4. This is minus 4. Minus 4 into minus 4, that is plus 16. 1 into minus 11, we have to write here. 1 into minus 11, that is minus 11. 16 plus 2, 18. 18 minus 11, that is nothing but 7. 18 minus 11, that is 7. 7 into minus 4, minus 28. Minus 4 into minus 11, plus 44. Minus 16 minus 28, that is nothing but minus 44. Here we have plus 44 is there, therefore its value is 0. 0 into minus 4, therefore this position we got 0. Now it comes to its preceding value. Preceding value, that is 7. 7 into minus 11, that is minus 77. The value is 0. Last two numbers are the remainder. Last two numbers is a remainder. Here remainder is 0. Why? Because x square plus 4x plus 11 is the factor of f of x equal to 0. Already we concluded here x square plus 4x plus 11 is one of the factors of f of x equal to 0. If it is a factor, then always remainder is 0. If it is not a factor, we will get the remainder. Already we did the type of question in the last class. In yesterday's class, we did the remainder and quotient obtained whenever the factor, it is not the factor of the polynomial. Okay, if it is the factor of the polynomial, the factor is formed by the roots of the polynomial, then always the remainder should be 0. Now this is a quotient and this is a remainder. Therefore, f of x equal to 0 can be expressed as product of the factors. This is one factor and this is another factor. X square plus 4x plus 11 into remainder is 0. Now this is a constant coming from the left side. Therefore, why? Because here, see, coming from here, already we have divided with x square. The polynomial x power 4 is divided by x square, then the power becomes x square. 2 times we divided, x power 4 becomes x square. That's why constant x square. X square minus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0. We are coming from this right side. 7 is a constant, then x, then x square. X square plus 4x plus 11 equal to 0 and x square minus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0 is the other factor. Already we have its roots. Its roots are x square plus 4x plus 11 roots are what? This equation is formed by these roots, no, alpha and beta. Therefore, minus 2 plus I root 7 minus 2 minus I root 7. That is nothing but here the roots are minus 2 plus or minus I root 7 are the roots of this quadratic equation. Now we have to find the roots of this quadratic equation. X is equal to, you should use the formula minus b plus or minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4 whole square b square minus 4 ac into c by 2a, that is x square quotient 1, 4 plus or minus root minus 4 whole square, that is 16, minus 7 4s are 28 divided by 2. What will get, Nana? X is equal to 4 plus or minus 16 minus 28. That is nothing but root minus 12 or not. 28 minus 16, that is 12. Therefore, 16 minus 28 is nothing but minus 12 divided by 2. 4 plus or minus root minus 12, we can write it as minus 1 into 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. It is not a perfect square. That's why we have expressed it as 4 3s are and minus 1 is separated. 4 plus or minus root minus 1 is nothing but I, imaginary number. Root 4 is nothing but 2. And root 3, which is irrational, it doesn't has the perfect square root, therefore root 3 divided by 2. Take 2 common in the numerator, we will get 2 of 2 plus or minus I root 3. 2 plus or minus I root 3 divided by 2. 2 cancel. 2 plus or minus I root 3. Here we got 2 roots. One is 2 plus I root 3, another one is 2 minus I root 3. Here we have minus 2 plus I root 7, minus 2 minus I root 7. Totally how many roots? So total 4 roots. That is a biquadratic equation. Therefore, the roots of the equation f of x equal to 0 are minus 2 plus or minus I root 7, comma 2 plus or minus I root 3. The main thing in this problem is minus 2 plus I root sorry, minus 2 plus root minus 7, which is root of negative value, is nothing but a imaginary number, that is nothing but root minus 7. We have to write it as I root 7, therefore a plus ib form. Always its conjugate is also the another root, that is a minus ib. Then we will get the factor with these roots, and by using the harness synthetic division by a quadratic expression, then we'll get the other factor. By solving that, we'll get the remaining 2 more roots. So equation contains totally 4 roots. Solve the equation 3x power 5 minus 4x power 4 minus 42x cube plus 56x square plus 27x minus 36 equal to 0. It is a 5th degree polynomial, means it has total 5 roots. Given that root 2 plus root 5 is one of its roots, root 2 plus root 5 is one of its roots. Solve this 5th degree polynomial, means we have to calculate 5 roots. Out of the 5 roots, he has given one root. By using this one root, you have to find the remaining 4 roots. Actually, we did this type of question. Find the polynomial. Here solving the polynomial, but actually in the last class we have discussed the problem. Find the polynomial equation whose one of the root is root a plus root b. Root a plus root b is given, then plus or minus root a plus or minus root b are the roots or not. Here this is in the form of root a plus root b, therefore its roots are plus or minus root a and plus or minus root b. By taking that, we will calculate the remaining roots. We have to find 5 roots of this polynomial. In that one root is given. Let us take the given equation as f of x equal to 3x power 5 minus 4x power 4 minus 42x cube 56x square plus 27x minus 36 equal to 0. Given that root 2 plus root 5 is one of the roots of f of x equal to 0. Root a plus root b is one root, root a is one root, then automatically minus root a is the other root or not. Root b is one root, then minus root b is also the other root. Therefore, root a plus root b is the root, then plus or minus root a plus or minus root b are the roots or not. Therefore, plus or minus root 5 plus or minus root 2 plus or minus root 5 are the roots of f of x equal to 0. Means how many roots we got now? 4 roots totally. How many roots? 4 roots. Let us take the roots are, let alpha is equal to, first root is root 2 plus root 5. Beta is equal to root 2 minus root 5. Okay. Gamma is equal to root 2 plus root 5. Root 2 minus root 5. Then gamma is equal to minus root 2 plus root 5. We have changed the sign of this one. Delta is equal to minus root 2 minus root 5. Okay. Total 4 roots. X is equal to alpha is the root, then x minus alpha is the factor of f of x equal to 0, x minus beta is the factor, x minus gamma is the factor, x minus delta is also the factor. Therefore, the product of these factors can also the factor of this polynomial. Therefore, what is the product of these factors? That is nothing but x minus alpha is one factor, x minus beta, x minus gamma, x minus delta. Therefore, the equation formed with the roots alpha, beta, gamma, delta, first we have to find that is the factor of this f of x equal to 0 or not. Therefore, the equation you can calculate directly. The equation with roots alpha, beta, gamma, delta is The equation with roots alpha, beta, gamma, delta is x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma into x minus delta equal to 0. From these two, it is x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. From these two, x square minus of gamma plus delta into x plus gamma delta is equal to 0. X square minus sum of the roots from these two. Root 2 plus root 5, root 2 minus root 5. Root 2 plus root 5 plus root 2 minus root 5 into x plus root 2 plus root 5 into root 2 minus root 5 into x square minus gamma plus delta minus root 2 plus root 5 minus root 2 plus root 5 plus minus root 2 minus root 5 into x plus gamma delta a plus b into a minus b minus root 2 plus root 5 into minus root 2 minus root 5 is equal to 0. What we'll get here? Root 5 cancel. Here root 5 cancel. Okay. What we'll get, Nana? X square minus root 2 plus root 2 plus root 2 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 x root 2 whole square is 2 minus root 5 whole square is 5 2 minus 5 that is minus 3 into x square minus root 2 that is minus 2 root 2. Already minus is there, it becomes plus 2 root 2x. This is minus root 2 whole square minus root 5 whole square, again minus 3. X square minus 3 minus 2 root 2x. This one I am taking as one term. This is as a and this is as b. X square minus 3 plus 2 root 2x is equal to 0. Then again it is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. X square minus 3 whole square minus 2 root 2x whole square is equal to 0. Okay. X power 4 minus 6x square plus 9 minus, this is what? 2 square is 4 root 2 whole square, that is 2, 4 2s are 8, x square is equal to 0. X power 4 minus 6x square plus 9 minus 8x square equal to 0. Then it becomes x power 4 minus 14x square plus 9 is equal to 0, which is the factor of f of x is equal to 0. It is the factor of f of x equal to 0. Therefore, go for division. Why? Because we got the 4 roots only, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, but we required one more root. Why? Because it is a 5th degree polynomial. Go for division algorithm. Go for division algorithm. 5th degree polynomial is 3x power 5 f of x. This is minus 4x cube, x power 4 42x cube plus 56x square plus 27x minus 36. We have to divide with this one. X power 4 minus 14x square plus 9. X power 4, this is x power 5. Therefore, this is what, Nana? We have to multiply with 3x. x power 4 into 3x, then it becomes 3x power 5. 3x power 5, right? And the next, minus 14x square into 3x, minus 14x square into 3x. 14 3s are minus 14 3s are 42 x power 3. This is 0. Power 4 we are not getting, then we are going to power 3 minus 42x cube. 9 into 3x plus 27x. No x square, no constant. Minus plus minus cancel. This is also cancel. Also cancel. What do we got? 4x power 4 plus 56x square minus 36. Okay, then we are saying this is a factor, therefore we will get compulsory remainder is 0. Still it is improper, it is not proper. Why? Because power 4 x power 4, this is x power 4, therefore we have to multiply with here minus 4, then we will get minus 4 x power 4, x power 4 into minus 4, minus 4 x power 4, 14 into 4 plus 56 x square, 9 into minus 4 minus 36, plus minus plus cancel, 0. We must get the remainder is 0. Why? Because we are saying this is a factor to this one, therefore compulsory the remainder should be 0. Therefore f of x equal to 0 can be expressed as product of the factors, that is, this is a divisor, this is a quotient, and this is a dividend, and remainder is 0. Therefore this can be expressed as x power 4 minus 14x square plus 9 into 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. If you multiply this, you will get this polynomial as it is 3x power 5 into something. Okay, for x power 4 minus 14x square plus 9 equal to 0 and 3x minus 4 equal to 0, its roots are x is equal to plus or minus root 2 plus or minus root 5. Already we have taken alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and from this x is equal to 4 by 3 is the other root. Therefore the roots are x is equal to plus or minus root 2 plus or minus root 5 comma 4 by